Alright people, welcome back to another video. Alright guys, so today I got a very exciting video for you guys. Alright, so today I got the Rog Ally X and then I got the Legion Go on deck, right? So the Rog Ally X been out for a couple days now. I had it since the second day of release, but been kind of busy. That's why I haven't dropped a video yet. So today I'm just gonna give you a head-to-head comparison and we're gonna see which one is king, because there's still some people on my channel saying the Legion Go is king, and then you already know Ally X has their own fan base, right? So today I'm just gonna give you some comparison with some gameplay, like with design, screen, battery, everything you could think about, guys. And then you guys could decide which one you like best, which one you think you should pick up, and explore all your gaming needs, right? So let me get into it real quick, show you what's going on. All right, so first things first, when I picked up the device, I noticed it's a little bit heavier than usual, but it's not that big of a difference. You won't notice it if you're a Legion Go user. You won't even feel a difference because the Legion Go is a lot heavier than this device. The Legion Go is 854 grams versus the Rog Ally X, which is 680 grams, right? So you won't even feel the difference between both of them. Out of all three, the Rog Ally is the lightest at 610 grams. But if you look, the design is top tier, I would say, but it's still plastic on all corners, so it still feel a little bit plasticky, but it's still premium to the touch, right? Because everything is so densely packed inside, so you won't even feel any creases or anything like that when you're moving it around. You won't feel any cracks or anything like that, guys. If you look up top, all the ports, they removed the proprietary Asus port that was here, and they put USB 4.0 and they have a regular USB 3. So this one is the fastest one. So anything that you plug in, like if you plug in an external GPU, you use this one to get the full max speed out of your system. You got the volume buttons, you got the lights, SD card, microphone, and then you got the on and off button with also the fingerprint that makes it way back to this device. You also see 3 vents, 1, 2, 3, which is right here. This one, they said it's to keep the screen kind of cooler than how it was before, because on the Rog Ally the screen used to get a little bit hot, so this one helps the device to stay cooler. And you know what they always say, if the screen is hot, guys, then the device is hot. They're doing this with this vent right here, is keeping the device cooler, which in turn make you have a longer gaming experience and a better gaming experience, because the device could play for a longer time and it's not going to overheat. In the back, everything is the same, just that they changed the 2 M buttons in the back and they're kind of smaller now. And when you gripping it, it feels a lot better and it's more, you could press the button easily. So no big of a difference. It's smaller, but it's still easily accessible. They also changed the analog sticks. They make it more like sturdy. So on the Rog Ally, the analog sticks, they're a bit more loose, and also with the ridges on the edge of it, on here it's a bit more pronounced and you can feel it more, and it goes a lot deeper around the analog stick. And inside the analog stick is kind of deeper, so your finger fits right in there, guys, so it's kind of perfect. This one is a little bit wider, but it's a preference thing, guys, if you get what I'm saying. The D-pad is more angular, so you can press in the corners and you can get a precise press, versus the one on this one. If you press in the corner, you're pressing in like both directions at the same time. So that's one of the main difference too that they said about the D-pad. Nothing really changed with the buttons. They feels the same, and also the 2 buttons on each side, but for armor crate and settings and stuff like that, they feel the same as well. As I said before, up top they changed the proprietary Asus port and they put 2 USB-C on the Asus Rog Ally X. Speakers are also the same. For some reason, the speakers on the Asus Rog Ally X is a bit more like tinny sometimes. I guess it depends on what I'm playing or what game and what I'm listening to. It's not a big difference, but it sounds similar, but I kind of hear a difference in the sound, guys. If I put them together, you could also see the thickness. The Rog Ally X have a way bigger battery compared to regular Asus Rog, which is 80 watts for the Rog Ally X and 40 watts for the regular Rog Ally. On my Legion Go, the battery is 49 watts, so this have a little bit of edge over the regular Rog Ally, but still under the Rog Ally X, if you get what I'm saying. So the battery performance and everything should, and I'm saying will, go to the Rog Ally X because the battery is way more massive, so you get a lot more gameplay out of it, guys. With the design of the Legion Go, everything's, I mean, you guys already know what it is already. You got the speaker at the top with the vents, and everything stays the same, nothing new. There was no refresh or anything with this. All right, so for the button layouts on the Legion Go, I mean, the analog sticks is a little bit looser compared to the Rog Ally X, but it's more stiffer compared to the regular Rog Ally, right? Button presses, everything feels the same. The one plus that the Legion Go have out over both these two devices is that it has a trackpad right here at the front, so you can just easily navigate windows just like that without any hassle of using the analog sticks. You got two buttons on the side, on the left side, the menu button, start button, the D-pad. It's not directional because it doesn't have the circle around the directions, if you get what I'm saying. So you can't really press the side to hit like a precise area. That's one of the things that most people don't like about it, that plays a lot of indie games and stuff like that, where you got to move in like some specific direction. You can't really do that with this device. Got the Legion space button, got a quick menu button right there, and as you guys may know already, you could put this in FPS mode by taking off the controls. You can't do that with any of these devices, so that's a plus for the Legion Go off rip. I also got two USB port on top, one on the bottom and one on the top, USB 4, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's the spec, USB 4 for each port. You can drop a comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong, guys. If you look at all three devices next to each other like that, as you can see, the Legion Go is a lot taller compared to all the two other devices. The two Allies, they're on the same level, but as I said before, the Rog Ally X is thicker and it's also heavier than the regular Rog Ally. The heaviest one would be the Legion Go, as I said before. Our next major change that they have in the Rog Ally X that should give us a little boost in performance. You might not see it in every game, but it's the RAM that it has come built into it. So the RAM, it's 24 gig versus 16 gig and 16 gig in the Legion Go and the Ally X. So what I'm seeing online is people are getting some bit of a performance boost, and its RAM in the Ally X is also faster. So you should see a performance bump in some of the games. You won't really see a main difference. So that's the thing though. Comes with the same processor, same everything, only a few changes, but this refresh is a well-needed refresh, and basically this is just a iteration to the same device, right? Just like the Steam Deck OLED and the regular Steam Deck. Wish they had come out with OLED screen, but still LCD screen on all three. I'm guessing future updates, the new Rog Ally 2 or whatever they will call it, will have like a better screen. 1080p in both of these max, and this is 1600p on the Legion Go. So the Legion Go have a better screen quality overall, but most people won't even hit that screen resolution depending on what game you're playing, because then your performance is going to take a real big tank. Is the new SSD, which is 2280 M2 drive, and it's the more standard size of SSD, so it's easily accessible versus the smaller version of SSD for both of these devices. So with the SSD 2280, you could get that at a cheaper price because it's been out longer, and so you could easily update your storage size to up to 8 terabytes, I think. As I said, correct me if I'm wrong, drop a comment down below, but I know most people go 2 terabytes and up to 5 terabytes, right? So storage shouldn't be a problem, because as I said before, it's way cheaper to get the 2280 SSD. Alright, so for storage size, out the box, only thing you can get, Rog Ally X, 1 terabyte, 512 for regular Rog Ally, and for Legion Go, 512 or 1 terabyte. The prices now for the Rog Ally X, day one is $799, which is about $800. So the Rog Ally, the price dropped for that as well, which is now $699. And sometimes you can get it on sale for the 512. You can get it on sale depending on what day you're looking, what time you're looking. You can get it like $100 off, because yesterday it was on sale as well in Best Buy. So if you check that out, day by day, you should be able to get it on sale. For the Legion Go, as I said, you can get it in 2 storage size, 512, 1TB. For the 1TB, it's $699 right now, and it's on sale. Day one, it was $749, so $50 less. All right, so let's get into the software real quick. As you guys may know, these two devices are Windows device, which is the Rog Ally X and the Legion Go. Both have their own like software. For the Asus Rog Ally, it's Armoury. Let's pull that up. And for the Legion Go, it's the Legion Spade. All right, so both devices had an overall UI change over the past couple days. Legion Go release update came out a little bit like a week before the Rog Ally. The Rog Ally Armor Crate 1.5 came out the day of the launch of the Rog Ally X. Experience is kind of different in each of them. The way how they look at like how to make it more user friendly. So with the Rog Ally, they went mostly with like gaming console experience versus the Legion Go with just but both of them looks great, I guess. But as I said before, this is good to have, but you still have to use launchers and stuff like that. Whenever you click on the game, it's gonna open up a launcher, so you should think about that. It's not gonna directly just open a game by itself. Once you try to open up a game, if it's connected to any different type of launcher, it will open up that launcher. So this experience for both of them, is seamless and they're polished down, but we still need more work, especially on the Legion Go. There's still like a lot of bugs, and it's still kind of finicky sometimes, but the look of it and everything is great, I would say. When I go to the store, for me, for some reason, the artwork doesn't show for the games. It's been like this before this update, and it's the same here. For most people I'm seeing online, it's showing for them, but I'm not sure why. For me, the artwork doesn't show for me in the store. On the Rog Ally X, I have it just like a Xbox, or you say a PS5, in like a row mode in the center of the screen. On the Legion Go, I have everything stocked up in each other and like single file all going over across. But I would say as of right now, I'm feeling the Rog Ally X experience kind of better. It looks kind of smoother and it's less bugs in here, I would say. But the Legion Go, don't get me wrong, Legion Go experience is still good and everything, but I rather the Rog Ally X software. So if you click on the quick menu button right here, everything is seamless. The way how they go about setting up their quick menu is kind of different and for each device. So in here they have it like in like a little squares, and you could just hit it on and off and stuff like that. And there's nothing much here for the Asus Rog Ally. On the Legion Go, you got different groups you could go into, like different tabs, and you could get different experience. That's where you change your TDP, your FPS limiter, your screen resolution, all that good stuff. You see a battery percentage on the top of each one of them. The sweet spot for most AAA games is between 17 to around like 20 right there. If you want to have a good gaming experience and not having your battery die on you. But either way, as I said before, the Legion Go have a smaller battery, so you will be getting that issue whenever you're playing your game. You have to be sitting next to a power outlet or have a power bank on you just in case, because your battery will die sooner. For the past couple days, I've been playing the First Descendant on both devices, and I would say at 20 watts. I didn't have to play the Rog Ally X at 20 watts, but that's what I chose to. I was playing it at 20 watts, and I was getting around 2 hours and 30 minutes out of gameplay out of this device. Versus when I did 20 watts on the Legion Go, I was getting like an hour, a little bit over an hour compared to the Ally X, right? So you want to take that into consideration as well, because the battery will die on you on this. As I said, this is an 80 watt battery versus the 49 watts, and trust me, those extra watts to go a long way, guys. So I would say your buying decision should mainly rely on the battery size, depending on what you're doing. If you're mostly outside type of person that plays game outside on the go, I would say go to the Rog Ally X, guys, because that battery will be much better for you. Alright, so screen size, as you guys know already, 9 inches, and then you got 7 inches right here. So let's go back to the outside type of person. So now if you're traveling, I would say the Rog Ally X is kind of better because it's more smaller and densely packed, and the form factor for outside is kind of better. It's not this massive thing in your hand at the airport while you're trying to tune in to like a video game or something like that. So it's up to you. But the screen on the Legion Go is still amazing, still the best screen I would say, because it's bigger and it gives you a better immersion because of the size, right? So it's mostly, I would say for me, it's an indoor type of system. If I'm not trying to get a whole computer PC desktop, this would be better for home. But as I said, it's up to you if you rather a bigger screen outside, right? But for me, I'll be traveling soon and I will be bringing the Asus Rog Ally just to test it out some more. The form factor fit for traveling because of the smaller size and it's easier to pack, right? Put it in your bag and you're up and running. This takes up a lot more space in your bag, so that's one of the next thing you gotta look at and make sure you're good with that as well. Alright, so let's give you guys a little bit of a gameplay test to show you the performance between both of them. Alright, so I'll be running the first Descendant each game at 20 watts and I'm gonna set the refresh rate to 60. And yeah, so that's one thing I forgot to mention. The best way to maximize your battery life on the Rog Ally X, you want to make sure you keep the refresh rate a little bit low. You don't have to run it at 120 because not all games you're gonna hit that, and your screen resolution and also your TDP, right? But for this test, I'll be doing it at 20 watts. I got 60 Hz and I'll be playing at 1080p. And I'll show you the Legion Go in a minute as well. You go to graphics. I got AMD on. Also got frame generation on as well. It's at 60 FPS. Most everything on medium will be the same settings on the Legion Go. And then I got physics on high. So now let me get into the gameplay, show you what's going on. Alright, so for it, I'm getting a stable 50, around 50, 49, around there. That's the average I'm getting. You see a little bit of a hiccup sometimes. And that happens sometimes in the game, I'm not sure. But it's definitely the game, it's not the system. It happens on both devices. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes I just start shooting in random places. It's just crazy. So I said stable, like it's between 45 and 51. And that's at 20 watts. And capped at 60 frames per second. I'll get further into details with more gameplay soon. Different games, and I'll show you guys what's going on as of now. Show you what's going on with First Descendant. So it's stable, guys. As I said, not every game you'll see the big difference in performance because of the new RAM, faster RAM, but you will see it in some games. Alright, so one of the next major thing I would say, the fan noise is a way big of a difference as well. I forgot to mention that in the early part of the video, but the fan noise versus the Legion Go and the Asus Rog Ally is night and day. The noise on the Rog Ally X, you're not hearing anything, right? No matter what gameplay you're on. You might hear it if you go up to turbo and you're going crazy, but it's not as loud as the Legion Go fan, so it's not noise. If fans noise annoy you, then you should look into that before you decide which one you want to get, right? So let's go with my settings real quick, show you what I'm rocking with. Alright, same thing as before. Settings, nothing changed. Got AMD quality. Got it on frame generation on 60. If you go down, oh, I did change some stuff. I thought, why the settings is not the same? It's one same profile, so I'm not sure why. So change these, medium, I go down, and this physics was on high, this was on medium. I think maybe one other thing that was changed. So yeah, so that's basically how it was before on the Asus Rog Ally. If I go to my quick menu real quick, I got it on 1200p. There is no 1080p on this, so that's the closest one I could find on this device. If I go to performance, I got it on custom and 20 watts, right? Off rip, I'm getting around like 48 FPS right now, but I'm not really doing anything. So let me get into the game real quick, show you what's going on. Alright, so I'm averaging around the same FPS, 47, 46. I didn't hit 50 yet, but keep in mind that this is running at a slightly higher resolution, so keep that in mind as well. Don't forget that it's 1200p versus 1080p. So I haven't hit 50 yet, but it's averaging around the same. If this had 1080p, I would say it would be the same. Right now it's on 40. So gameplay on either one, guys, it's good. It's not bad. I'll say that. But I'll say, man, this screen size, I love it. Love the screen size. That's one of my biggest thing with this device. If I could get this device with this size, with the same battery or even bigger, damn, that's a winning point right there. But see, guys, so it all depends on what you prefer and what you like, and also this will determine which one you should get, right? So I would say battery size should be a big factor, screen size as well. So if you want a bigger device, I'll say go with this, but then you will get hit in the battery on the battery side. Where if you're on the longest lasting gaming console that's out right now, will be the Rog Ally X. If you're on the go type of person that plays a lot of games outside and you don't want to always have to rely on a power outlet or a power bank, I would say go to Rog Ally X. If you want a bigger screen, which is amazing, the screen, I would say right now this is the best screen on any portable device that I could think about, like mainstream devices, the Legion Go, because it's so immersive, and mostly because of the screen size, right, and the resolution as well. So you got to look into all those things and you could make a decision right there. You could also use the price point to see which one is the best for your pocket. So the cheapest version will be the Rog Ally, regular Rog Ally, which is the cheaper model, to the Rog Ally X. Rog Ally X is the most expensive one right here on this table, which is a little bit more, it's about like $50 more than the Legion Go, depending on what size you're getting, which is 1 terabyte or 512 in the Legion Go. But Rog Ally X, I'll say right now, in my opinion, battery wise, is the best one to go with if you're trying to be outside or not trying to be next to an outlet, right? So yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Drop a comment down below, let me know which one you have. If you think about getting the Rog Ally X, which one you have right now, which one you think is king still. If you think the Legion Go is still king, drop a comment down below, let me know. Hit that like button, guys, if you like what I'm posting. Sub to the channel for more awesome content, guys. And remember what I always say, health is wealth, peace and love. I'm out, guys, and stay tuned, more videos are coming soon, more game tests on each device, more intensive game tests, I should say. So look out for that. This is just a teaser test because I don't want the video to be too long. So yeah, guys, so that's basically it. Thanks for tuning in and hit that like button down below, guys.